Green and the spurs where the water cuts through. Out of wild mountains and canyons she flew. The Canadian Southwest.
Hey there, ladies and germs. You could probably call this a tale of two rivers, or a tale of two streams. What you're looking at here is Google Earth of the United States. I can't really see if I've got it, how well I've got it centered, but hopefully you can see the highlights of the water connection between the Pacific and Atlantic coast. On the Pacific coast, you have the Columbia River. The Snake River flows into it. Pacific Creek flows into the Snake River, and Pacific Creek specifically flows out of what's called Two Ocean Creek, which basically is Pacific Creek is one of its distributaries, which means for a case where it's distributaries aren't exactly common. What's even less common is a distributary on a Continental Divide, which occurs kind of maybe in this area. It's in the Yellowstone Park area.
The river is ran truly damn, and the most awesome thing ever built
anyway,
like
I say, the one that branched off towards the west coast, particularly, is called Pacific Creek, and naturally the distributary going towards the Atlantic via the Gulf of Mexico is called Atlantic Creek. And there's several rivers that Atlantic Creek goes like into the Yellowstone River, and at some point into the Missouri River, and then into the Mississippi River, and then into the Gulf of Mexico. And hopefully you can see the highlights of the, like I say, the water connection. Not all of the water is navigable, so you can't really take a boat all the way from the west to the east coast, but I suppose there's been suggested that some fish could do it. One of the things is right at the distributary, probably not too surprisingly, the water's looks like it's probably pretty shallow, so I don't think you could really float a raft on it, and the pioneers really couldn't have gotten from New Orleans to Washington by boat. But anyway, hope you found that interesting. And here, ladies and germs, is basically a downstream view of the distributaries. I believe that's Pacific Creek going off to the right, the starboard, and Atlantic Creek going port, hanging a leeway on towards the ocean of its naming, namely the Atlantic via the Gulf of Mexico. And I wish I could, well, maybe I could want to minimize this, and I think I can show you the, but anyway, here's the Two Oceans. Yeah, I believe that's like Two Ocean Creek. No, that's the link between two oceans. But anyway, I think Two Ocean Creek starts somewhere above here. It's supposed to be marked, but I don't seem to see it. But like I say, there's it's at about 8,200 feet down here where the streams part, and up here, well, I guess it would be right around here about 10,089 feet, and that's above sea level. It's actually only about 1,800 feet above where the waters part, but it's over 10,000 feet above sea level. But anyway, there it is, and there that is. Hopefully you can see that. see all of it. It's Atlantic Creek. And that is how the waters of America make it to both oceans. It's basically almost a natural.
Well, in 1814, we took a little trip along with
Panama
Colonel
Canal,
Jackson down the
except,
mighty
you
Mississippi.
can't.
We took a little bacon and we took a little beans
full
and we
of
met the
oil.
bloody British near the town of New Orleans. We fired our guns, but they just kept it coming. But there wasn't nigh as many as there was a while ago. We fired once more and they began to run it along the Mississippi to the Gulf of Mexico.